Greetings, children of the sun. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Take a minute to sit in the light of oneself. Sit in the essence of where we come from. Where there's light, there's a form of fire, whether it's a knowledge or not. So we're going to go to the fire to purify ourselves into more light. I'm going to sit here for about a minute, listen to the birds chirp, tune in, tap in, turn up the volume, the alignment, the energy, the intelligence of the divine mind in oneself. Thank you. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. To one and to all. If y'all was wondering what I was doing, it's a mudra for fluidity. You know, and the purpose of me doing that is to remind myself to be gentle with myself, but more so in being gentle with myself, to reflect that same gentleness to others, to allow the energies and the vibrations and the frequencies of the universe to flow through me freely and unobstructed and affect others in the highest light, in the highest frequency, in the highest vibration and radiation possible. I salute y'all, sacred sovereign souls. I'm gonna get right off into it, man. I hope everybody's feeling good for no reason at all. I'm feeling good for no reason at all, you know. When your spiritual being, when your physical being, when your mind is telling you to rest. And one way to know if your mind telling you to rest is if you overthinking. One way to tell if your body is telling you to rest is simply when you feel tired. One way to tell when you need to take a spiritual break is anxious energy. I don't know why I said that, but I needed to say that. When you need to rest, man. Like I said a few days ago in my last video, you could go, for those who really doing the spiritual work and understand and comprehend the spiritual work or the spiritual journey we going through as in this physical containment or this body. I said a few days ago, you can come out of one dark journey of the soul and be warped right into another one, depending on what type of work you're doing on yourself and depending on what you came here to do with yourself. If you believe in God, God don't bless who you pretend to be. If you believe in God, God don't bless who you pretend to be. God bless who you are. Now all you got to do is be honest with yourself and where you stand at in God before you can live in being what God is. I say that to say, where there's trust, it's less work. Where there's loyalty, it's less work. Where there's honor, it's less work. Where there's self-respect, it's less work. Now I listed 4 things, and I said it's less work after each of the 4 words that I used to list qualities. But what makes those qualities that I use less work in your life to be less work in the lives of others? And it's simple. You become it. When you become it, you see it everywhere. And when you don't see it, you know you're in the wrong place. We hear the term, sometimes you gotta fake it to make it. And me personally, I don't believe that bullshit. And I know y'all might be hearing me using expletives or curse words from now and here and there. All the time ain't the time to be professional. Sometimes we just gotta be down and dirty. We gotta get down in the dirt and just deal with what, and speak to what need to be spoke to and deal with what need to be dealt with. But I don't believe in that fake it to make it bullshit. Because if you fake it to make it long enough, you'll believe in the reality of that fake, of that fakeness. So don't fake it to make it. Face it and integrate it. It'll make you a better person. It made me a better person. Everything that pops up, we gotta confront it head on. You know, we can't tuck it under the rug. We can't put it off to later. You know, if you're going to continue to grow, if you're going to continue to evolve in your evolution, you can't tuck nothing under the rug, man. Whatever pop up, we got to be able to communicate about it. We got to be able to speak our highest truth concerning it. We got to be able to deal with raw, uncut emotions. You know, things going to come up that we don't like. And most times when it's work to do on oneself, you know, things going to come up that you don't like because it needs to be dealt with. You don't know what you got to work on or what you got to work through unless something pops up. And if ain't nothing popping up, then, you know, salute. But be mindful when it do. Another thing I want to speak to, what we do, because I see people, I ain't going to say I see people, you know, I just see it. What you do is not who you are. It's easy to get caught up in being good at something or being able to do something good till you make what you do your identity. What you do is not who you are. How good you do it is not attached to how good you are. I'm gonna repeat that. What you do is not who you are. And how good you do it is not how good you are. Don't lose your identity in your work. Don't lose your identity in your work's worth in exchange for your self-worth. Those of us who really doing this personal work, this inner work, you can see this happening in the lives of those we care about, in the lives of those we love, in the lives of those we associate with. We can see people lose their identity in the profession, lose their identity in their work, lose their identity in their job. Don't lose your identity Don't lose your identity to your work's worth in exchange for your self-worth, family. We're hearing a lot about going in, going inward, so forth, so on, etc., etc. And when you start talking about these things, for those of us who actually take our spiritual journey into our everyday lives and communicate and have conversations with other people or share what we know with other people, whether it's family, friends, associates, or whatever. You know, when you talk about certain things, you can see people's brain actually go to working. If it does one, when you talk about certain things, especially in spirituality, you can see people's brain do one or two things. It either shuts down completely, or you can see it playing Venus and Selena with each other. My point is, and some people would even make offensive when you go to talk about spirituality. It is offensive to some people because they don't have an end to go to. I'm going to say that again, or I'm going to say it in another way. Be mindful who you talk to about spiritual things, about going in, because everybody don't have an end to go into. Pay attention. You're going to say, damn, Sawu was right. But don't damn Sawu. In this ascension process, and growing in the growing process, separation is part of ascension. Separation is part of growth. If you really elevate it. I'm saying that to say, ain't no time to waste on time wasters, because you can't get time back. You can't get the energy back that you wasted time in the wrong places on. Ain't no time to waste on time wasters, because you can't get the time back. I don't care how much in your pocket or what's in your bank account. Your mind is your money, and your soul is your wealth. Spend it wisely. This is the time to really be working on learning to trust, as well as learning to follow your own instincts and intuition. Our intuition is our gift, you know, to ourselves from the universe, to show each and every one of us our own way. And in saying that, you come into personal power, self-development, different gifts that each one of us came here possessing, that we use daily, some unconscious and some consciously. But with power comes responsibility. And the type of responsibility that I'm talking about, personal development, self-empowerment, we must take our lives into our own hands and not let other people control it, dictate it, or influence it. Which brings us to the need to be more self-accountable, because if you're self-accountable, then nobody can tell you what you're doing, because you're in your full awareness of what being self-accountable is. Self-accountability allows us to be responsible for our own actions. There's no one to blame, because it's the highest lesson in what I'm saying. There is no one to blame if everyone is you. And if you say you God, if you say you a goddess, then everyone is you. It ain't, you can't treat people great all the time, because most of the time we probably don't feel great. So I make it a habit to feel good for no reason at all. It's medicine. But you don't treat everyone great all the time, so don't expect it. And if you do treat everyone great all the time, then expect disappointment. Somebody will catch you. Because if you expect disappointment, you won't be. And one thing about being human, we have to learn how to expect disappointment. Because as human, in my lowest being, human beings will disappoint you. Vibration, manifestation. Vibration is not manifestation. Vibration causes manifestation. So vibration, manifestation, not the manifestation. Then you tap into the vibration. Tap into the vibration. Look towards the manifestation. Don't waver in between. What I'm saying is, what you vibrate comes back to you, whether we realize it or not. And if you're somebody that be saying we create our own reality, you know, then believe it. And then you'll be able to see it. I'm saying that to say this: if you're gonna play the game, if you're gonna play this game, if you in a physical body, you already playing the game. If you living a life, you already in the game. So if you're gonna play the game, bring everything you got on the field, because it's gonna be tested. Live your best life. Live your best life, every single thought, and let the day unfold itself. That's what alignment is, family. Don't worry about the day. We be too busy trying to control what the day gonna do instead of just controlling each thought, paying attention to each thought. Therefore, we in control of each moment. Live your best life, every single thought, and let the day unfold itself. That's alignment. Every challenge is an opportunity to level up. Use it just as that. We are the masters, not only of our life, but we are the masters of the universe. Tap into it. Tune into it. Turn it up in yourself. Because when you connect it, I say when you connect it, ain't no need to log in. And if you want to witness the universe, or witness how the universe speaks, all you got to do is be present. Meaning being still from inside, no matter what you're doing, being still inside, in the inner man. Being still don't mean just sitting here doing nothing. Nah, you can be still when you're doing whatever you're doing. It's mental. It's a mental universe. To appreciate the love, you gotta appreciate the hate, family. Well, yin and yang go together. To appreciate the love, you also gotta appreciate the hate. And then rise above it. That's what resilience is. So, for y'all that love me, I love y'all. And for y'all that hate me, I love y'all too. Because it go together. I don't care where you born, you will act like the place that raised you up. And that's how you be known. What you think about, you bring about. I love y'all, family. Stillness and blessings, love and light, health and wholeness. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for any form of support. Just thank you for the love in general. Thank y'all for motivating and inspiring me. Thank you for walking this journey with me. For those who rock with me, man, I rock with y'all. I send y'all whatever you need. Joy, abundance, love, peace, whatever. Because I try to stay highly vibrated. So, and all I got much to give. And when you live your life like that, you know, you living in the fullest expression of what life is. I love y'all, family. My cash app is $SAIWO DAGOD. That's $Saúde God. If you move forth in stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. One.